Quand tu chantes, je chante avec toi liberté. Quand tu pleures, je pleure aussi ta peine.
Mr. Ulrich, why are we here in front of a prison?
We want to talk about the decline of the actual judiciary system, the unbearable sufferings caused to the judiciary victims, and the impact on the social peace. Subsequently, we shall speak about the judiciary system of the future.
Can you really speak about a decline of the judiciary system?
Mein Land, die Schweiz.
I estimate that my country, Switzerland, with 8.2 million inhabitants, is producing annually 10,000 judiciary victims. The population of the member states of the Council of Europe amounts to 820 million inhabitants. If you suppose the same dysfunction rate, then our continent would have an output of 1 million judiciary victims per year. The real figure may be a fraction or a multiple. Whatsoever, it is a catastrophe for those who are hit by this plague. The actual judiciary system is a well-oiled infernal machine at the service of the oligarchs, at the cost of the judiciary victims. It is absolutely unacceptable that innocents are condemned without any evidence. Our magistrates, often corrupted, may barricade themselves behind forged procedural truths for pronouncing arbitrary decisions. Such decisions cannot be corrected afterwards.
Sie können nachträglich nicht mehr umgestoßen werden. Quand tu trembles, je prie pour toi liberté.
Revision requests are systematically rejected by the judges.
Do you dare to say that the actual judiciary system is not working?
Mit einigen wenigen Ausnahmen wie den Skandinavien.
In fact, apart from the Scandinavian countries and the Netherlands, we observe a judiciary disaster in Europe. The German federal judge Eschenbacher is estimating that 1/4 of the penal condemnations are miscarriages. The German society does have a tremendous problem with child abduction, children foster placement and alienation from the parents. In France, the entire population is taken hostage by Freemason row party lawyers, practicing the racketeering of citizens.
Die Bürger ausplündern.
Persons who think to have been illegally abused by the judiciary apparatus do have the opportunity to file a complaint at the European Court of Human Rights.
You have to accomplish first the long procedures through all national instances of the country. In France, few unlucky persons get to that stage. They are refused to be assisted by a lawyer appointed ex officio, although the cassation appeals must be addressed imperatively by a lawyer. In 2016, 53,500 plaintiffs filed a complaint at the court in Strasbourg. According to their statistics published on internet, 517 applications were accepted. Less than 1% of chance of success. Do you seriously think that the 53,000, 99% of the defeated applicants are querulous and unable to distinguish the good from evil?
Querulanten sind und Recht von Unrecht nicht unterscheiden können. Dans la joie ou les larmes, je t'aime.
What are the reasons of this generalized dysfunction?
The judges of the superior instances are shrinking from studying the back of their colleagues, or worse. Often plots are existing, implemented by secret societies. The following became usual practice. From the second instance upwards, the judges are resuming the forged procedural truths of the first judges and are not any longer realizing the slightest plausibility test. No superior judge is searching the truth, although this is the first duty of any judge since the times of King Solomon. The actual judiciary system did not develop an efficient quality control deserving these designations.
Mr. Ulrich, then, one has to reform the whole judiciary system?
Das heutige Justizsystem ist
The actual judiciary system is irredeemably degenerated. With the present actors in function, it is unreformable. One has to create a new judiciary system. Quality control must be exercised from the outside.
außen her erfolgen.
Do you want to instigate an insurrection and to risk anarchy?
Im Gegenteil,
In the contrary, if European society does not resolve this urgent problem of renewing the judiciary system, our civilization will be destroyed. There is no social peace without justice.
nicht ohne Gerechtigkeit. Les armailles de colabette de bon matin ce sont le haut, Yoba, Yoba, Borario. Yoba, Yoba, Borario.
Does there exist an issue out of this dilemma and impasse?
Let's remind our traditional values. The Swiss Federal Constitution is granting these values, the rules of good faith and the prohibition of arbitrariness. The constitutions of the other countries, respectively the Grundgesetz in Germany or the Bill of Rights in the United Kingdom, contain equivalent dispositions. However, the judges of the European Court of Human Rights and the Supreme Courts of the various European countries are systematically violating our values, since they are not realizing the job expected by the society, the research of the truth and the quality control. These people are not any longer legitimated to exercise their function. The second instance and Supreme Courts of the various European countries, as well as the European Court of Human Rights, lost the reason of being.
Herr Ulrich, does that mean that one must bring back on track the magistrates?
Das ist schlicht unmöglich.
Impossible mission. These despots will defend their privileges tooth and nail. Why should we need a four-stage system? First instance, second instance, Supreme Court of the country, and on top the European Court of Human Rights? Anyway, the system does not work, and the full cycle of procedure may take 10 years and more, even if the destiny of children is at stake. One single instance exercising an efficient quality control is sufficient. Let's abolish old junk. By the way, a European judge has more or less the same lawyer's education as a first instance magistrate.
Juristische Wissen wie ein erstinstanzlicher Richter.
Mr. Ulrich, how should the new judiciary system work?
Man muss eine Gegenmacht zur Justiz.
We need a counterpower to the judiciary tyranny, surveying the system from the outside, for instance by local juries composed of non-lawyers, surveying the courts from the outside. These juries, to be organized as paid civil services, will just have to answer one question. Did the judges in the present case fulfill their duty? Yes or no? If no, the cause has to be transmitted to another court for new appreciation. The judicial work will remain in the hands of professional lawyers. Such a system will be more efficient, much quicker and less expensive. The judges will instantly understand that they are henceforward subject to an efficient quality control, and the quality of their products will rapidly improve. The debate is launched. The elaboration of the necessary legal dispositions will be the job of the parliaments of the European countries.
Sind Sie da nicht so tollkühn?
Aren't you bold and simplistic?
Wir sind die Zeugen dieser Funktionsstörung.
We are the witnesses of these dysfunctions, consumers of justice. Our sufferings did let us have a thorough thought. We know the problems well. We are well positioned to show the issue out of the impasse. We do not want to bear any longer the label of losers of the society. We want that our voice shall be heard. The oligarchs who are benefiting from this dysfunctioning are exercising the total censorship of the mass media with regard to the judiciary decline. This miserable censorship must be smashed.
Mr. Ulrich, what more are you suggesting?
Concerning the politicians who are appointing the judges, transparency has to be established for neutralizing the prohibited traffic of influence of the secret societies. Appeal to the judiciary victims. Take your own destiny in your hands and participate at the flash mobs which we shall organize in European cities for making our voice to be heard. Contact me by email or phone. Subsequently, it will be possible to draw a list of available activists. Your participation will determine about success. Salve Europa, vivat Justitia!
Freude schöner Götter, Funken, Tochter aus Elysium. Wir betreten freudentrunken, himmlische dein Heiligtum. Deine Zauber binden wieder, was die Mode streng geteilt. Alle Menschen werden Brüder, wo dein sanfter Flügel weilt. Deine Zauber binden wieder, was die Mode streng geteilt. Alle Menschen werden Brüder, wo dein sanfter Flügel weilt.